This is the Saints and Sinners game for the Meta Oculus Quest 2 headset. And I wanted to show you a secret little area that I found in Bywater. So this is the Aftershocks portion of the game. And it's kind of interesting. Let's see if we can get some company. Not really sure if it's worth this demonstration, but guys, come on. So we're gonna drag them along with us, just to demonstrate. Oh, one of the parts of this. Hey, over here. There we go. Easy, guys. Attention. So, light are gonna chase us. Oh no! Don't get me. And then they're gonna stop right there. So you can actually grab one and bring it in. But it won't come any further in. So you can throw them in. But they won't come in any further. Anyways, they're stuck out there, and we're going to go into the hidden secret area in Bywater. So, there's not a lot going on in here. It's pretty interesting, but there are a couple of hazards. And I've been trying to climb all over these buildings just for the heck of it, because it's just new and novel and different, but I'm not really getting anywhere. It's really pretty, though. It's nice to have your own space if you want to have a party or something. And you're going to bump into hidden things. But this, don't worry about this, we're going to go around it, I think, if I remember right. So here's one thing. Don't walk into that area, because you will fall and then you're just in space. And look at all that stuff out there. Then there's this stuff. If you guys want to have a football game, there's plenty of space here for it. All the different features. I don't think I've tried to climb all the different features, but a bunch of them that seem like they could be something. But I couldn't get up on any of these buildings or into the buildings. It's pretty though. There's this area. Look at that. You can look underneath the building, go kind of look inside, right? But it's not super interesting. And then, can I get into here? Yeah. So, it's just little quirkiness. And, but this area extends pretty far. Oh wait, I don't think we can get in there. But we can go around this way. And I'm gonna get tired running, but I guess I should get something to eat. Let's get that and going up so we can some more. There we go. So here's that space that we saw earlier. Again, don't walk in there. You're going to be super sad. Drop stuff in there, man, it's just gone. And it'd be cool if somebody else came in here and tried climbing some of this stuff and could actually get somewhere new. I just think it'd be interesting. There's some stuff in there. It goes on quite a ways, but it doesn't go on forever. You'll recognize some of the stuff. You'll be like, hey, I know where this is. But you can't. So far, I haven't found a way to get back into the rest of the game from this area. With the exception of that one entrance that we went in there together during this video. there is a lot of space. There's areas to explore. You know, maybe I shouldn't go through all of it, you know, so you might be curious and you want to explore yourself. Not explore yourself, but explore this area yourself. See if you can get into any of these buildings, to see if you can climb any of the buildings. I'd love to know how far you get. So let's run back, and because I'm super lazy with video editing and or don't know how to do it, I'm gonna try to pile a bunch of stuff all in together. This is space that I couldn't get into before. So we're actually gonna I don't think I thought about this completely. Oh yeah, so we're gonna go back to the beginning, and then we're gonna go to the resting place, the graveyard, which personally, I don't really think technically that's the best place to make your home camp in an apocalypse. But that's just me. I mean, it's just wide open and there's too many points of ingress. Okay, let's go back to the resting place, and I might show you a few things that might be able to new players. Throughout the game, we have access to a lot of guns, and I would like to suggest that you get used to, in the beginning, you get used to running out and just grabbing a whole bunch of stuff. Right? Fill up your backpack, come back here, put all your stuff into recycling, and just build up what you're able to build. And then you can play with the various knives, guns, weapons, and find stuff that you like. Later on in the game, you'll have a lot of stuff. So these boxes are all very convenient, but whenever I leave, or whenever I go to sleep, it can be strewn about for some reason. These were nicely organized when we left. And I found that if I pack them in, they're more likely to remain on the shelf instead of on the ground. So there's that. And if you are collecting stuff, like, I don't know, I just started collecting heads because, well, frankly, the people that were like, give me your drugs or I'm gonna shoot you, annoyed me, so I just started chopping off their heads and bringing them back. But if you bring them back and you leave the heads laying around, then like you're like, you know, I want to do some decorating at my bus, and so you want to have all these heads laying around. The heads are going to disappear when you go to sleep or when you go out on a mission. So you know, it's best to, it seems like the only place that will hold the heads is this chest. So I don't know, if you're into collecting heads for whatever weird reason, man, it's a video game. But here's some of my favorite heads. Here's Ombre. It's too bad we didn't spend more time together, like your drawings and stuff. Here's what was this guy's name? You know, what's his face? Heck, that guy, the old guy. Hey, don't judge me, man. We weren't really friends. We just met. There's Casey. There's May. Hey, May. They're not zombies, and their heads are moving around still, so I don't know what that's all about. But you take them out and play with them. Just remember that you got to put them away, or you're going to lose them. So see if you can juggle, sort of. Oh, should try juggling 3 heads. Anyways, put them in there, and then you don't have to worry about losing them. As for the other collectibles that can't be recycled, I just ended up kind of lining them up and trying to make the area more festive. That's interesting. So if you do this, you'll find that sometimes you'll come back and they'll be all strewn about. But it seems to me that, unless I'm mistaken, if you leave them strewn about, they might self-organize later. I'm not really sure what happened. But, so there's some tricky things like, I don't know why we're only allowed to grab the critters in a certain way, but sometimes they're not so easy to organize or to put somewhere nicely. So I found that I can kind of rearrange them a little bit and tidy them up by using a knife. Just kind of rearrange them. Probably got to be high to spend this much time bothering with this, but anyways, that's the thing. So another thing, we're going to have access eventually to a whole lot of weapons, a whole lot of guns. I would like to suggest at the beginning of the game, get used to using screwdrivers and glass bottles, and don't build anything for a while until it comes time to get better weapons or just use found weapons. That way you don't use up your resources early in the game. And then pick weapons that you just really enjoy. For instance, my favorite are the 9mm, and there's a few reasons. One reason is that I can shoot the zombies with one shot in the head and that kills them. Now, all the guns are the same, will do that. However, there's 17 bullets in one of these guns. So, like, it's really easy to reload with a whole lot of bullets. And while humans require more bullets to die, I will usually just double fist them. Shoot both guns at the same time, and then reload. The assault rifle is awesome. Lots of fun, obviously, but don't forget to take whatever the selector switch off of full auto, and I prefer single shot, although 3 shots is not bad, but I prefer single shot. This will reset itself anytime you go anywhere, so don't forget. If you don't want the default setting, you have to reset it whenever you end up somewhere. I like the sword for chopping off people's heads, and when I'm maniacal and I just want to go chopping heads. The knives are really great for close combat inside of structures, and almost all of the time I kill zombies by throwing the knife. Throw the knife at their heads, and it takes doesn't take a lot of energy. It's really easy to do when you got your aim just right. And you want to throw it, you're like, I want to throw it like this. It's not so great with zombies. Really, this direct shot works very well. So you just whoosh, like that. Carry 2 knives at the same time. Now you can, hey buddy, you can throw one knife at one zombie, another knife. The other zombie, you can kill 2 zombies by headshots with a knife. Quickly, quietly. It's just I think a really good skill to have. Also really well with the bow, but primarily you get a silent kill with this guy. But then you don't have to be as accurate with the bomb one, because it'll explode a whole bunch of humans or zombies all at once. You can also use it to open up places that are not easily accessible by other means that you might have to use a crowbar with or whatever. Stuff like that. See all this stuff lined up? It's just lined up because I got them during the game, and it gets really messy. I recognize that. Oh, so I also really like bombs, and sometimes I'll just take a whole bunch on a mission because they're fun to blow up people with. Alright, and the last thing that I wanted to talk about was junk food. Now, we're mostly healthy here, we're mostly fed here, but I wanted to see how many of these, like these will make us sick, we know that, but how many will it take to actually kill us? So, these are the Twinkies. Let's see, is there anything else I want to show you? Yeah, not really. So, let's see how many Twinkies it takes to kill us in this game.
Oh.
Yeah, that sound I can relate to. It's so good, but still bad for me. It's good. It's not gross. I know this. It's got to be. It's 5. Just no sense of humor. Number 6 had no impact. Let's try that again. So 5 Twinkies will make us half dead. Just make us really sick. Won't kill us. We can't seem to kill ourselves by eating poorly, which I suppose makes sense. Let's try it to Pop-Tarts. Those are old Pop-Tarts, man. But it doesn't appear that Pop-Tarts will kill us. Let's see if those Twinkies, man. Let's make ourselves healthy and see if we can kill ourselves with Pop-Tarts, which I don't think we can, but I'm going to see if the Pop-Tarts have the same effect. Okay, fully healthy, fully fed. Let's eat some Pop-Tarts. No, in the post-apocalyptic world, these things are going to be better than gold, I bet.
Oh.
That's, how many days? 2? Number 3. Yeah, that's hell sick. 4. So the 4th one was tasty. Number 5. Yep, making it sick. Number 6. Yeah, so there's a maximum sickness, that we can make ourselves by eating junk food. And it's apparently about 50%. So, let's see. What else do I want to say about this? Yeah, I guess those are sort of my tips. I've played this game quite a bit. It's my favorite game in this in the Oculus headset. But I'm not a gamer. Like, I don't play a lot of video games at all. Oh, man, she's still sick. This is not good for anybody. We don't want to do that problem. But I also don't think I have anything else to any other important information. Don't feel shy about using advantages that you find out in the field. Even though they're dirty, they're not going to make you sick. They'll make you a little bit better every time. But the sword advantages are obviously pretty awesome. So, that's it. I hope you found this video interesting. Discontinue video recording.